Whenever I sang this, I've sang it a few times at Trafalgar Square. There was always a big, noble, sort of regal-looking black gentleman standing in front of me, and he always sort of give me a nod when I sang this, you know. And it's an anti-racism song. I'll dedicate it to the people of Venezuela, Minneapolis, Greenland, the West Bank, Gaza, Iran, and at the height of the British Empire, when this country was the richest in the world, the ordinary people here were being used, abused, starved, sent to Australia when they tried to set up unions. The Lord of the Manor was like a slave owner. He could do what he wanted to them, as you all know yourselves. And so colonialism it's favours a few. It's a class thing, not a people thing. There's an anti-racism song, anti-racism. I'm no better than you, you're no better than me. One race human.
I sing the song of the colony. How many years I just still not free, and your mother cries, and you ask God why. Bleed as the night and the scars run deep. How many races with much reason to weep, and your children cry, and you ask God why. She came from the laughing town. The TB came and killed her family all around. Population boom, 11 in 2 rooms. And Katie, she came from downtown 10th Street, tending her bed and no shoes on their feet. 1916 they played the patriot game. Hebden flats, tenement slums, and infested with rats sleeping on them straw. Try not to break their law. And Thomas, he came from Kilkenny. Semi-starvation was the only life you know. When the two-room shack, then jail and let her flack. Of the colony, how many years I just still not free, and your mother cries, and you ask God why. Greed is the knife and the scars run deep. How many races with much reason to weep, and your children cry, and you ask God. I look to the east, I look to the west, to the north and the south, and I'm not too impressed. Time after crime, they raped, robbed, pillaged, enslaved, and murdered. But Jesus Christ was their God, and they done it in His name, so He could take the blame if it's not all a game. With Bible in one hand and a sword in the other, they came to purify my land. I'm a Gaelic Irish mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers, with our own ancient customs, laws, music, art, way of life and culture, tribal and structure. We had a civilization when they were still Neanderthal nations, and we suffer with the Native American, the Indian in Asia, Aboriginal in Australia, the African people with their history so deep. And our children still weep, and our lives are still cheap. You came from Germany, from France, from England and from Spain, from Belgium, Holland, Portugal, all are much the same.
You took what was not yours, went against your own Bible. You broke your own laws just to outdo the rival. But did you ever apologize for the hundreds of millions of lives you destroyed and terrorized? Have you never realized? Did you never feel shame for what done in your country's name? And find out who's to blame and when it was so inhumane? Still they teach you in your school about those glorious days of rule, how it's your destiny to be superior to me. But if you have any kind of mind, you'll see that all humankind are the children of this earth, and your hate for them will chew you up and spit you out.